Okay, I think we can slowly start. So I'm going to screen share with you so that we can be on the same page and we can have a look out at our presentation. So welcome you all again. This is ESN Bilkent. We are very happy to meet you. So we conduct this meeting to meet with our new members and to be able to tell you all what is ESN Bilkent is about and what we do and why we exist at all. So we are going to make this presentation as short as possible. We are going to finish at latest at 1:25 so that you will be able to go to your classes not late. So today we are going to talk about make a short opening, and then we are going to talk about us, what we do, what is the procedures, how it's the inner dynamics of ESN Bilkent, our events, social Erasmus, which can be named as charity also. Incoming students, we will share their experiences, how it's going, how it is to be an exchange student in ESN Bilkent. Our alumni, some old member of ESN Bilkent who worked here, who helped us, who contributed to ESN Bilkent a lot, and now is in the business for long times and just benefited from ESN Bilkent. And then we will get your questions at the end. So it will be nice to hear your questions at the end. So, but we would like to ask some questions to you about your expectations, what you think about ESN Bilkent before we get started. So this is a quick question to you. The question is, how many team members does ESN Bilkent have? So what do you think? You can write your responses to the chat. So we would be very happy to see your answers and to see what, okay, some answers are seeing 44, 22, 9 is a good answer. Okay. Great. So we would be very happy to understand and see what do you think about of an ESN Bilkent, like how big we are. What do you think? Okay, 9 is good. Okay. So maybe I can tell the answer. ESN Bilkent team consists of 9 board members, and the rest of our members are active members. So in total, we are 22 people in ESN Bilkent, and we are very much looking forward to become a team with you guys. Our second question, when was ESN Bilkent founded? So like Bilkent, think of Bilkent establishment, and then what do you think about ESN Bilkent founding year? So we are very curious about in which year you think we are founded. I can give you some examples. I think 2000, 2010, 2019, 1995. Those could be okay. 2016, it's good. 2010. I think there are some people in this session. I know them. They could have a very precise answer to this question. Our hosts. Okay, 2010. 2099 is quite a long time, so maybe not that one. All right. So we will answer this question. Actually not me, but our alumni, a very nice guest of us will answer this question. So we will see. This is the third question, whom ESN Bilkent interacts with. So we expect you can open your microphones and just tell us what you think about this question. Like there are different student clubs in Bilkent, and so what do you think ESN Bilkent focuses at? Like with whom we interact with whom we try to work with. What do you think? I think this is quite a broad question, so it could be difficult to respond, but we would be happy to hear your brave responses. What do you think? What could we be working with? Some German.
I have no idea.
You have no idea. Okay, then at the end of the presentation, you will have a good idea. Don't worry. Baran, do you have any guess? Would you like to say anything?
Okay, you call my name, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so maybe student affairs. In order to cope with the enrolled students and help their problems with it.
Very good. Exactly. That's very.
This is the Erasmus student network. So we are supposed to help the Erasmus students who came to Bilkent
That's wonderful. Exactly. That's what we do exactly. So
Okay.
in a few minutes, Eda will elaborate on this topic. So we can skip to the fourth question. Where do we go for trips every semester? So as Baran said, we are interacting with Erasmus students. So our main responsibility is to show the Turkey's, I don't know, treasuries and like nice destinations. So where do you think we are going every single semester with our Erasmus students? So what could be the popular destinations for touristic destinations?
Maybe Cappadocia.
Precisely, exactly. Do you have any other guesses? It would be Konya, Çorum. Oh my God. Çorum is a very popular destination for us, actually. Our past president was from Çorum, if I'm not mistaken. So Antalya is a good guess also. Konya, okay, Konya, I will think about Konya. Not yet. Konya is not our popular destination yet. So the last question. The last question is a very fun, very fun question, at least for us. In which place ESN Bilkent used to party most? So ESN is like we are a big organization around Europe, many sections, but it's like enjoying, having fun is a big part of us, big part of ESN Bilkent. So ESN Bilkent is like in Ankara. Where do you think we go? Like it's a very low possibility that you would know, but we would be very happy to hear your guesses. Okay, this is a good guess. I give you some other choices, options. If Sokak is a good example. Altı is a good example. Rudy is a good expert. Okay. Some people know a lot of information about ESN Bilkent. 76 class area is a very good example also. Recently, we are hanging out there a lot. You can come there and meet with our members and students there whenever you would like to. So I think we are okay for the brainstorming session. And now I can slowly give the stage to Eda so that she can talk more about ESN's inner structure and dynamic. So if you would like to, we would like to hear from you, Eda.
Yes, of course. Thank you, Ahmed. And can you go to the next slide? Yes. Okay, here you see the ESN member countries. And as you are seeing, ESN is not only in Turkey, but also in many of European countries, and also in other countries which are not in Europe. They also have kind of welcoming offices, which work similar to ours. And from this map, we can understand that ESN is not only Turkish or Bilkent section, but we have our national and international arena that we act inside. Next. Okay, what do we do? Actually, we are doing different things for different stakeholders. Like if we start locally, we work inside Bilkent with the registrar's office, and then we welcome at the beginning of each semester, we welcome our new students, incoming students from all around the world as Baran guest. And we are having orientation periods for 2 weeks mostly. And then we are in the first week, we process their formal files, and then we prepare ourselves for their welcoming. And then after they come, we are having an orientation session to show them Ankara or Bilkent, and then we teach them how to live in Bilkent, what to do, what to not do, and so on, so on. And since we are a part of international network, we have responsibilities against them. We are having national platforms and national and international meetings. In each year, 3 times we are joining national platforms and then vote for the legislations or just discuss about for the future of ESN. And then if we wish to, sometimes we can go for the international meetings inside the ESN organization. Next. And the slogan of the ESN is the unity in diversity and diversity in unity, that we are welcoming all the cultures together, and then it is very nice to explore each culture. Next. And here you see our board members for this year. And then in the next page, we are seeing our active members for, again, this semester. Since we have not many active members, because we are an active club, which we want everybody should participate as much as they can. And also another thing is, I didn't mention, we have like every semester we have like 40 to 80, it changes, new people, so we should be very active during the semester. And next. And upon the request of our international office, this year we started to work with buddy system, that we are matching each incoming students with a team member, so that they can feel more closer to us, and then they can share if they have problem or if they are facing with trouble and so on, so that we want to help them as much as we can. And now at the end of the session, you will hear from our previous students, and I'm sure you will see how much we work in this part. Like, I know Bilkent is very busy school, but most of the members are spending so much effort and time on the ESN. And then at the end, we are becoming a huge family that covers all around the world. And next, I think it's yours. Yes, and now Ahmed will continue.
Okay, so Eda is our president, as she mentioned, and I'm serving as vice president, and I was the event coordinator for some time with Imran, and then on my own, and then a very big focus of ESN Bilkent is about events, because in events and trips we are just letting Erasmus students to discover Turkey and popular destinations. So this is a picture from Cappadocia. You guessed it very well. We go to Cappadocia every semester. We go to Fethiye every semester. We organize trips to Safranbolu, like we go there, and then we go to Anıtkabir. We go to where else do we go to? We organize a lot of parties during the semesters in bench bar, and then we organize sport events, football, basketball, and sometimes tennis competitions. We have very skilled tennis players in this team. And then maybe Balaj is our new event coordinator. He can tell us a little bit about what we do now exactly. Beypazarı is a very popular destination. We love going there. Balaj, would it be possible for you to tell us a little bit about our events during the Corona times and what we can do in the future?
Of course. Thank you so much, Ahmed. Hi, guys. I'm Balaj. I'm the event coordinator for this semester. So this is the semester that I've assumed these roles. What is different about these semesters, as Ahmed mentioned, we've tried to go all over Turkey and take our students to popular destinations. However, we've had a bit of a roadblock, not only from the management, but now also for the government, to encourage our students to go out as such. So this semester, these trips that you see in the slides, these did occur up till the last few semesters. However, this semester we've tried to limit our activities to the ones in Ankara or to ones on campus. So we've tried to meet as much on campus. We've tried to organize, dinners and lunches all across Ankara. We've tried to organize our competitions, which have been in tennis, and we've tried to encourage students to participate in the limited sports facilities that Bilkent has available during this time. We have tried to conduct as many on-campus events as possible, the ones that limit the risk of COVID and the ones that do not, cause us to violate any policies that Bilkent has set. In that sense, this semester has been unique. However, our responsibility for the students, our sort of interaction with the student has still been as high as before, and we've tried to cater for them in the social sphere as much as possible. Although parties and such trips are something that we could not have organized this time, but we do look forward to whenever the government and the university allows us to resume those activities again.
Exactly. So thank you very much, Balash.
You're
Maybe
welcome.
now we can talk about social Erasmus and exchangeability. This is a heading in ESN Turkey, ESN International, and European Union. We are also very connected with the European Union and European Commission. So Erasmus, social Erasmus and exchangeability is kind of a charity part of ESN Bilkent. So maybe Gökberk is our social Erasmus and exchangeability coordinator. So maybe he can talk about our events in that perspective. Would you like to go back?
Sure, thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. As Ahmed told, my name is Gökberk, and I am responsible for social Erasmus and exchangeability organizations this year. So as we spoken before, like we have many trips, events, fun time together, but we also have some events that we raise awareness among our students, also with our team members. Before becoming a president, Eda was the responsible for social Erasmus for some time. And it was actually my first event with Erasmus students. We organized an event with TDP, with SLP project, Streetlights project. And there were some students from disadvantaged neighbors of Ankara that came to campus, and we organized a presentation about our students' countries. We also have culture nights we used to have in 76 kitchen area that we were organizing, for example, German culture night, so that all the German students were cooking for us so that we can share their experience. We also aim to, how can I say, like disadvantaged, also disabled people's connection with Erasmus. We are encouraging them to be part of this experience, unique experience. And also we organize some section cooperation events, which we organize events with ESN Hacettepe, ODTÜ, or Ankara University, so that we can become more involved in the city. Also, so we can be a whole as a group. I think that's what I want to tell for now.
Okay, all right, thank you very much. So maybe we can skip to this next slide. And so after this point, we can stop the more corporate part and more maybe we can say the rules and all those things. We can leave this aside and we can talk about a bit about the enjoyment of ESN Bilkent and what we really do in this student club, different than other clubs. So those are the questions for our team. I think I can slowly stop sharing the screen because this is our almost last slide, so that we will be able to see each other better. So at this point, maybe we can I can introduce our team and the board a bit, and then if they would like to tell us their experiences, and then we will talk with our now exchange students. So I can start from the top. Yüksel Yasemin Altıntaş is our past vice president, and she is now with us as how we can say, as a observer board member.
Part of the auditory board.
Exactly.
We can say that. Well, welcome you all. What I can say about ESN Bilkent, you will learn a lot of things. First of all, how to develop yourself, how to make like presentations or taking someone else's responsibility, leading them, teamwork. And also you will have a lot of fun here. For example, I learned about crisis management, how to teach some of our students drink responsibly, or how to behave in a party or in a trip. But also you will discover a lot about different cultures, and you will have like global friendships. So hope to see you all in our team.
Exactly. Thank you very much. So, Eda, would you like to share your maybe some challenges, maybe some difficult times that you disliked in ESN or you really like? Would you like to share something with us?
Okay, like before joining the university, I never thought that somebody can be really close to me like my family. But then after I joined ESN, and then I live in dormitory, so I have more time than some other students to hang out with the incomer students. And then like it was last year, it was such a lovely group, and also all semesters are lovely groups that we were feeding each other. We were spending like 10 hours in a day together, but still like staying in Bilka up until 2, 3 just to stay more and so on. I think these are very valuable friendships that we will remember all in our lives.
Exactly, very much. So maybe we can talk about how Erasmus students' experience is in Bilkent. So Paula Wolfs is now with us. She is our exchange student from Germany, specifically from Mönchengladbach. Maybe some of you well know this city. She studied psychology and she came to Turkey in September, and sadly she will leave at around December, January in those dates. So Paula, we would love to hear some news from you. What would you like to say about your experience in Turkey?
Yeah, first of all, I really enjoy being here, of course. The orientation week in the first week was really the best. I'm super sad that this week is over, and I heard this also from the other students that we love to repeat such a week again. So I think that you organized this was one of the nicest things that you could do for us. It's not just to get to know the environment and to get to know how everything is working here, is also because we spent so much time in this week that the whole group just become friends. And I think this semester is special because this semester we are not that much people. Normally there are more people than, I think we're just 25 or something, and normally you told me that it's maybe 100 people or something. So normally I would say like, oh, this is that's a pity because you cannot get to know so many people, but in this semesters we get really close with this group. So it's super nice because you know everyone, you have the opportunity to talk to everyone, and so you just go out on campus and you see really, I cannot go out and don't see anyone I know. So it's really nice that yeah, we become such a strong group. And it's very difficult this semester to do those events. So you were talking about, Balázs was explaining that normally we are doing a lot of trips and parties and those things, but this is not possible this semester. But we went to a lot of just restaurants, having drinks together, and this was very nice this semester because we had the exchange with all the cultures and with the people here were in the centrum of this Erasmus program. So I think this was a huge advantage, and yeah, so I really enjoyed being here.
Wonderful. We are very much the same. So the main objective of ESN Bilkent, as we all everyone said, it's to provide the easiest experience for the Erasmus students. So ESN Bilkent. So let's summarize all the students clubs in Bilkent, okay, or almost in the world. So there are 3 different student clubs in Bilkent. So one is focusing on the Turkish students, that's all those career clubs, and the other is our friend club, BIH, Bilkent International House. They are focusing on international students, so permanent international students. And we, as ESN Bilkent, we are interacting with short-term students. They might be staying for 1 semester or 1 year. Depends on the student's preference. So they come and they enjoy their semesters with us. And our main objective is to provide the easiest experience and popular destinations such as Fethiye and others. So another loved student of us, of ESN Bilkent, is with us right now. Say is our friend, was student in ESN Bilkent. He's from France. And Say, we would love to hear from you also. Like we were talking about ESN Bilkent, so would you like to share your experiences in Turkey and how it was all this for you? We can, yeah, okay. we can't hear you for the time being, but I think it's in mute. Okay,
Can you hear me?
We hear you very well now.
Okay, perfect. Very, very nice to see familiar faces again. I hope you're all doing well. So yeah, absolutely. I was really excited to hear from Ida asking me to share some of my experience I had in Bilkent. So I was in Bilkent during the spring of 2018, if I'm correct. So it's been already 2 years. First things to know is that I never intended to visit Turkey. Turkey was not my first choice for an exchange program, and it turns out to be one of the best experiences I had in my life. Met wonderful people, had a really cool experience. Myself is I was in the business department, and thanks to the ESN team, we had wonderful trips in Cappadocia, for example, in Fethi afterwards. They really take good care of you. They're really happy to, I mean, I was really moved by their willingness to help, to talk with us, to meet us, and to give us the best experience possible. So yeah, you have a wonderful team here taking good care of you. So this makes also the very good experience that I had. Sorry, wasn't clear at all. They make Turkey to be one of the greatest experience I had, thanks to them.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your sharing. We spent very nice time with you. It was very enjoyable. We still remember the Fethiye trip that we spent with you. It was very nice. Those tipsy nights, maybe with a lot of people. It was very nice. So another exchange student, Erasmus student from Italy, is with us, Eduardo. Welcome, Eduardo. It's very nice to see you.
Hello,
hello, welcome. So Eduardo, what we are doing right now is we are just meeting with new ESN team members. We are started to, we say join us to meet with new students from the world. So we would be very happy to hear from your experience, like how was Turkey, how was Bilkent University? We would love to hear your experience here.
I would like to share my experience with you guys. So what can I say? Amazing. One word, amazing. I was with this beautiful woman, Heda, and Ahmed, and the other guys. I went from Italy. I'm from Naples, by the way, from south of Italy. And I didn't do nothing. Sorry, my roommates. So I came in Turkey on what was September, no? If I'm correct, it was the September, the first day. And I didn't know nothing about especially Ankara. I never been in Ankara before to come for the Erasmus. And I was kind of not afraid, but you know, you don't know what you could find when you go in a new place. You don't know nothing about the people, the culture, and then nevertheless the other things. But fortunately, I only met amazing people apart from the ESN guys. Also, the other Erasmus students from Europe, Asian, were amazing. We had a lot of fun together, and they organized I mean, 3, 4. How many trips did you organize, man? I don't remember now.
Yeah, actually, we organized 2, 3. I don't know specifically, but I think we can say 3 to 4. But
yeah,
if it was too nice that maybe we can count it as 2. I don't know, as you wish.
And so the best one was Fethi, of course, and also the other one in the balloon capital. What's the name? Wait, I don't remember now. You know, the other one that we did in winter.
Cappadocia, I think.
Exactly.
Cappadocia, yeah, perfect. Cappadocia. Fethiye was amazing. It was like November. We had 3 beautiful days in the resort, like having fun, drinking, eating, playing on the beach. I personally did also the paraclimbing that the guys organized too, so it was amazing as experience. And then Cappadocia too was a magical place. Also, if you want to I can say something about also university. I mean, Bilkent is amazing. especially because they give you the possibility to, you know, rent an accommodation inside the university. That it's very good assets for that, and for a very cheap price. I mean, for me, the European. I don't know you guys, but the structure works very well. Professors are good. Lessons were good. I mean, I don't know now since the coronavirus. Before was okay. And everyone, also the professors, are very, you know, understand perfectly your situation. You can go talk to them, discuss about also for if you have an issue with the, you know, assignment, not the assignment, but the grades for your, no, for your work, for your exam. You can like go and talk to them, and they can like explain you very well everything. The service offered by the Bilkent were amazing. The library, the restaurant. I mean, such, I can say 5 months of my life best like spent together with you guys.
Exactly. We are happy. We are very much happy to hear this. It's very
Where are
nice.
you?
Now we are all at our houses. We are just connecting from different places. I think we can skip to a different part. A very honorable honorable person is with us right now. So as I told you, we had a question in the beginning, when did ESN Bilkent was founded? But we were not able to respond to this question because many of us are not that old and we don't know the answer of this question. So there is a very interesting story behind this moment, but I think without talking much, I can give the stage to Ahmet Orhon. Mr. Orhon, we would be very happy to hear you. So welcome very much.
Thanks a lot for hosting me. It is just good to see that the ESN is still going on. We founded the ESN in 2008. At the end of 2008, I was the first generation in Bilkent University who went to Erasmus. I studied at Tilburg at the time in Netherlands. And there was a very successful student club called Tilburg ESN. And then when I came to Turkey, I just realized that there's no institution in Turkey that's just basically gathering the international students with the Turkish students and just creating a common experience, as well as just helping them with the orientation, just organizing some tours around the country, organizing some parties for fun. So it was just like I just felt the absence of an institution that just kind of like brings the international students together with the local students. And I founded the Bilkent International Student Club, and then we applied to be a part of the Bilkent ESN International ESN program. And at the beginning of 2009, we became a part of the international group. I'm happy to see that the program still continues. It's great what you guys do. Some of the best friends that I still have in my life after, almost 13, 14 years after college are still from those days. The friends that I have in Tilburg are still some of the friends that I just talk on a regular basis. My friends who joined me while we were creating the International Student Club, they are still some of my best friends. So we are still in touch with them. So because it was just you bond through experience. It's not like the other student clubs that you just go and then you organize an event, you organize a talk, and that's pretty much done. It's not like that, right? You organize a trip to Cappadocia, and then the hotel that you rent doesn't have the heating system working that day, and you need to find a solution with the blankets type of stuff, and then you just staff 20 people in the same room, and they try to sleep each other. So those type of experiences are very unique to ESN because and also you just get your culture, you just get to see your culture, your city, your habits through the lens of international people. It also creates a different understanding of your day-to-day life, your culture, and all those experiences bringing a different perspective to you. And I think that was what made ESN very, very unique. It's not only a party animal, it's not only a trip animal, it's not only a regular student club that just organizes some events, but it is the experience, that life-changing experience that both international students as well as the local students go through together. And when I was applying Harvard for MBA years after I created the Bilkent ESN, Like some of the stories that fascinated my applicant, like, that fascinated Harvard to accept me to be a part of their ecosystem was basically ESN, because it showed how global of a person I am, how global of a person, how global of an understanding that I managed to build through ESN. It wasn't something special about me, but it was rather the group of people around me. And the more you want, the more you desire, the more ESN gives to you. So I'm just happy to see that you guys are continuing the tradition, and I'm happy to see that it turned to be a tradition. I was worried that a few years after I graduated, it's just gonna die out, but I see that it's growing even bigger and better.
Exactly, exactly. Thank you very much for your sharing. So I think we can see that you are a very humble person, but I think there's no problem by talking about the individual success and their achievements. So I think I can talk about this so that you as a person can give inspiration to our new members. So correct me if I will make a mistake, but so you studied management in Bilkent University, and then you went to Harvard to do an MBA. And now you are currently working in McKinsey company as a associate partner. And as far as I know, you are giving some business case analysis courses in Bilkent Management Faculty. From there, I know you, and I heard a lot about you. So it's a very interesting coincidence to meet with you. It's very great. And lastly, we would like to ask you. What do you think? So we are now with the possible members of ESN Bilkent. So what would you recommend for the future of ESN Bilkent? And what do you think? What would you suggest to the possible applicants of ESN Bilkent? Would you like to say anything about this?
Yeah. First, appreciate what you guys have. Like that will play a significant part in your success going forward after you graduate from college, because you are gonna have, like, when you go into the interviews, one of the things that we check is whether you're going to be able to pass the airport test. We call it the airport test. It is basically if you are stuck with someone in the airport, would you like to spend time with that person? Is that person interesting for you? That's a very critical thing that people often think that we only hire people because of their technical capabilities, but also you look at people that are interesting. You look for people that have stories, and you guys will have an outstanding experience in ESN, and you'll be able to collect stories better than anybody at your generation can. And also, you'll be able to grow as a person because your international friends, that they will challenge you at your very core beliefs, at your very core traditions, everything. So just embrace the international experience. Just try to challenge yourself to the fullest, and you'll see that you're going to grow as a person. I would also recommend all of you to do Erasmus outside as well. My humble advice for Bilkent ESN would be is do not forget to create the balance. And the reason behind I say is that ESN can very much turn into a party club. And party is fun, and you should have fun. You guys are all young, and you should have fun. But do not forget to bring the best of Turkey. Do not forget that you are representing Turkey. Do not forget that you should be visiting Anıtkabir, Kocatepe, Cappadocia, all those stuff, right? You should be taking people to Beypazarı. You should be taking people to remote areas in Turkey and get to see the Turkey yourself as well as through the lens of them. But you are representing Turkey and Turkish culture. Have fun, but do not give enough importance. Let's say give enough importance to the cultural side, historical side as well. And believe me, all my international friends, of course, we all remember the parties that we had, but party is something that you can have anywhere. But the Turkish experience, the Turkey experience is something extremely critical, and you guys are gonna be the ones that will shape it for them. And in order to do that, know your history, know your culture, know your traditions, and just understand the philosophy behind it. Do not, sometimes we feel a little bit intimidated when we are facing the other cultures because we just feel like Western civilization or any other civilization is somehow superior to ours. There is no such thing. Your culture is deep. Your history is as long as the world history. Just know your history, know your culture, know the religions in Turkey, not only Islam, but all the other religions in Turkey. know different ethnicities in Turkey, and learn it, understand it, reflect it to the best you can to your international friends, so that they get to see the real Turkey. Because you guys are some of the brightest people in Turkey at your generation. You just give there's nobody that can represent Turkey better than you guys do. We count on you. You guys important. The experiences that you build at that age will go on forever. Still, my friends who are running gigantic companies are picking up the phone and calling me, their university friend, to check something about Turkey, to understand something about the Muslim world, to understand something about the Middle East, to understand something about the Balkans. They still pick up the phone and call me and my friends. And the reason behind it is we just try to learn as much as possible and try to reflect the best of Turkey to them in the most objective way possible. And that just build a everlasting relationship. So we count on you. I'm more than happy to help you guys to the extent I can. You count me in the events if there's no COVID. You be my guest in Istanbul. Happy to host you guys. I used to be a UNESCO guide in Istanbul, so I can show you guys around as well. Happy to help by all means. Just let me know. All right.
All right. Thank you very, very much for your time, for your very valuable time. So our next trip destination is determined, as far as I understand. We'll be very happy to see you, meet you, and talk to share your experiences. Thank you very, very much for your time again.
Anytime, guys. Enjoy. And really, this is the best time of your life, and you're going to love it. Just enjoy it to the extent you can. Take care, guys. Bye.
Thank you very much. See you. So we are coming to the end of our presentation, but before we close, we would like to get some questions from you. If you are curious about anything, if you would like to ask anything, because after all those presentations, even though we didn't tell a lot about those corporate things, rules, even though we have a lot, Yasemin Altuntaş is just looking at me there with his understanding emotions, but like it's a very nice, enjoyable and fun club. But additionally, we have a lot of paperwork which waits us at the beginning of every semester. The orientation is the very important part of ESN Bilkent, where we do the main job, where we do everything. As Paula says, we meet with the students at that point. If you can't do it, then it's too late to do things. And then we do 2 weeks of orientation. We are there, we are present. Sometimes Corona changed things, but like we should be there. So other than that, we now in this presentation, we just try to tell you about our experiences. 3 to 4 people talk about, other than the ESN Bilkent team, about their experience of Erasmus and ESN Bilkent. So we are also, the team, even the board was not aware, like they did not know that those people will come and those people will share. Also, Ahmet Orhan is a very important person. So we are and we just know this, it's very new to us. We didn't know this, that he's the founder of ESN Bilkent and now is a very professional businessman. So that's why we wanted to host him. So in the very few minutes, we are able to get some questions from you about different topics, events, trips, responsibilities, board positions. We have many different board positions. We have people from different board positions right now. So we will be very happy to hear you. And if you would like to, you can also open your cameras. We can see you so that we can communicate with you better as you wish. But we would be happy to hear from you.
Okay, so if no one is asking, I just want to ask something. Actually, I am fascinated by Ahmet Orhan, and he's a visionary. I mean, it used to be in the early 19,000s. Atatürk also sent some Turkish citizens outside Turkey in order to get them educated, and then expected them to come back and implement the good things. And after Bilkent lets him go to Erasmus, he came back and built this. This is amazing, and where he is now, I'm shocked. I just want to tell, and thank you for inviting him as well. I just want to ask, I mean, you were talking about how to behave, but it was a funny part. But I just want to ask, how can I, I have to add something. I know German because I have been living abroad for the last 5 years, but now I came back, transferred here. So I just want to put that German in some use. I can say that. So I know it is hard to be a buddy in the freshman year because you know nothing about STARS and student affairs, but count me in for anything related to that.
Of course, it's Eda, please, there you go.
Yes, so Baran, like when we, if we accept you like as an active member, then it's not like, oh, we will not give you responsibility because you're a freshman. Like otherwise, like we are giving more responsibility to see how interested you are into ESN and so on. We just like pass the buddy system, but our the let's say the most fresh members have buddies right now. So in case you accept it, I think you will get a buddy, so it's not a problem. And also like you know German, and in this team there are a lot of people who knows like German, Portuguese, Russian, Korean, and like there are a lot of languages that we try to speak and improve our languages. So we are aware of it and we are trying to support this efforts.
Also, I can give an example from my experience. This is my, like, I have completed my year just in this month in ESN Bilkent, and since June I've been in the board position. So if you want, you can act however you want in ESN Bilkent. Like if you want to take responsibility, you can take the responsibility and go ahead. But if you just want to, be team member and just do the fun part, you can also do that. But there are multiple things that you can do, but it would be really nice to see you as an active member involving with other sides of ESN Bilkent. We are really happy to see you.
Exactly. Maybe Yasemin could elaborate on this topic also as an experienced member.
A small correction. When you're being an active member, it doesn't mean that you're doing only the fun part. The only, if I can say, distinction between the board members and the active members is active members are not being involved that much in the coordination process. Like board members has to coordinate with the student council and with the student affairs office. So we have more of a coordination between the section and more with the administrative stuff. And another thing is both board members and active members, we are learning some processes every year from the beginning, like the residence permit or the insurance applications. None of us did such stuff before, and the government is changing, like doing minor changes every year with the procedures. So we are learning the same procedure over and over every year. And it is okay to make mistakes. We are all students and trying to develop ourselves and help our lovely new friends and guests. So if you know more than 2 or 3 languages, perfect. It means that you can communicate with like wider group of people because, of course, English is not our mother tongue. Therefore, knowing other languages allows us to communicate and cooperate with our guests more easily. And if I may say, when you're an active member, probably you will experience to work with different sections and board positions more. So it will be more rushed and more intense semester for you all. And then once you determine your interests and your skills, then you can specialize on a certain area, like organizing trips or dealing with more administrative stuff like ping files, we referred as the like more administrative paperwork stuff, or with like social media or event promotion, etc., etc. Or you can exist in all at the same time. Thank you.
Exactly. So we last minute we can get the last question if you would like to about any topic, and then we would like to say goodbye to you all so that no one would be able would be late to their classes. Maybe is
By the
there?
way, you can always address your questions to us, either privately or you can mail us, use our social media accounts to ask your questions. And if you want, you can ask your questions in Turkish to in our social media accounts or when you're texting us privately.
But this is the critical point in ESN Bilkent that we always speak English. So I think a very big important part of Bilkent University is that they are able to teach English. But with ESN Bilkent, me, Emirhan, to be honest, we were not able to speak very well in English at the beginnings, but now we try to be more proficient in it and make it better. So it's also very important to improve this in the early years too. So guys, thank you very, very, very much for your time and patience. It was very nice to meet you and talk to you all. So as after all, this was our introductory meeting. Our application form is in our social media accounts, Facebook and Instagram. You can go there and apply for it. It's a bit long, but it's the only thing that you before the interview. So after the filling this form, we will make an interview with you, and then we will welcome you to the family. So thank you very, very much again for your time and patience. Have a great day. See you.
Ahmet, before we close, can you just share our contact info one more time so that I'll...
Exactly. Of course, I can do it. So maybe I can do it in that. Wait. Are you able to see it, by the way?
Nope.
No, you're not sharing the screen right now.
Okay. So, Yasemin, what do you recommend me to share? We had a contact.
Our contact info. So if they wanted to text us privately, they can take a screenshot of
Exactly.
the contact info and then get in touch with us.
Exactly, that's true. So when you write ESN Bilkent to the Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or LinkedIn, we have accounts. So you can contact through this account directly. We are quite responsive, thanks to our social media managers. Other than that, we have our mail address are available in our all social media accounts. So we will be happy to respond to you. And about WhatsApp group question, after when you become a member of us, of course, we create the WhatsApp group. Have a nice day, everyone. Thank you very much. Hope to see you. It was great to see you. See you. Paula, thank you very much for your time. She's already gone, that's fine. Thank you very much, guys. It was great to see you.
Görüşürüz abi.
Abi görüşürüz. Thank you very much for
Bye,
this time.
Bye bro.
See you, abi. See you. Shianna, thank you very much for your time.
Nah, bro. Thank you. See you, bro.
Ahmet, you
Bye-bye.
can
See you.
stop recording, I guess, now.
Yeah, I can. I also think so.